Yes, I know. I'm late. I will hold myself accountable for that because I screwed up. I did not know that my camera could do that. But we are here. We are live. Yes, this is South Carolina Live here at the Voice of College Football again. I'm your host, as always, Lucas Hill. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. I do apologize again for being a little late, but I will make it you guys worth it. Holy cow, that was loud. But we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to come on and come chop it up with us at the end of the day, guys. Because I think it is very, very important that we discuss a good bit of what we have planned out for today. Because number one, it's the day before game week. And number two, guys, is that you have a lot to play for. You know, season isn't over. For sure, you still have an opportunity to go into Como and steal one, which very likely, I don't know if you will. It's a prove me wrong weekend, guys. That's the bottom line. But 843-350-2543 is the call-in number. 843-350-2543 is the call-in number. Or I'm sorry, 2534 is the call-in. Good Lord, how stupid am I? So I'm sorry if you guys already wanted to call in and call somebody else's number. But apologize to them. Tell them you was trying to get on with Lucas Hill. But anyways, guys, we got a lot to break down tonight. A lot of film that we got to go ahead and study tonight. And I think it's worth noting that after reviewing a bit of what happened last week and reviewing of what you got to see today, and from what I got to see from the film from South Carolina and obviously from Missouri, I thought the best place that you could get the film was probably from that Michigan, Kansas game that Missouri played not this past week, but the week before. So I think that'll be a lot that we got to do for today. Guys, everybody do us a favor real fast. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're watching us on X, hit the like, hit the repost button. Tell 5 Gamecock friends around you that we are live tonight. We got a lot to break down. Big news, obviously, throughout the week. LaNorris Sellers came back fine. He is going to start tomorrow, which I think is massive if you're South Carolina. Because if you would have had Luke Doty going into that game, I don't think you would have had a snowball's chance in hell of winning. Now, this might be me, obviously, not being the most commonly liked excuse me. I don't know, man. I don't even know what I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. But again, into some film breakdown, which I think is very important today. I think that's the most important part of what we have to break down. But before we get into that, guys, let me go ahead. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a little bit. You're listening in. This is South Carolina Live here at the Voice of College Football.
College football is even more exciting when you've got some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread, and I've got a 40-plus year track record. 11-0 in the college football playoff for me last year against the money line, 8-3 against the spread. And I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill of Wager Talk is our ace in the hole, show stopper. 7 years with the voice of college football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick. 28-12 against the spread the last 3 years. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Corey Bratta, Matt Zemek, and Steve Dace. Check out those numbers. Become a YouTube or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and then select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2025 a winner now.
So I wanted to go over what Kansas's offense did against this Missouri defense early on last week, which I think is very important because of what you have right now. Let's get after it. Let's preview the film. Got 31 minutes of film. I don't know if we're going to go through all of it today, though, but I did want to highlight the first several drives where Kansas had a lot of success early on. I think early you did a pretty good job of taking advantage of the opportunities that were in front of you. You're not going to see this from South Carolina at all. You're not going to see 3 in the backfield unless you just decide to do something like that. See, Kansas is more of that option-based team that a lot of people love. To take advantage of. Boom. Get it out quick. They're going to load it up. They're playing pretty tight to the line of scrimmage, which I don't not like. Missouri is going to be aggressive whenever you watch them on tape. They're going to fly to the football. One of the things that we saw quite a bit in Mike Shula's system is that he is going to throw the football out and get it out in space. Let's go after it again. Y'all can call in if y'all want, by the way, guys. Misdirection. That's who you look out for, man, is Jeremiah Trotter. Guys like him make plays, and he makes you, or not Jeremiah Trotter. Josiah Trotter is who I'm thinking of. Guys, Josiah Trotter is all over the field, dude. You have got to contain him. Because he will make you pay. He's a downhill threat. Watch 40, middle of the field. That is your leader on defense. Josiah Trotter. I don't even know if I've said it yet. Spills, forces the outside run, and guess who makes the play? 40 has to be contained. Your impact guy is going to be 41-8. It's plays like this that I want to see from LaNorris. They're not going to do all this fancy shifting BS. But look, this is what a good defensive end does. And now this is a good job, but LaNorris is so much faster. You want a slow reaction. You want to slow it down for that defensive end so you can make him guess. And by the time you pull the football, you're out the gate. You're playing tempo. That's what Kansas wanted to do majority of the game, is just play tempo. Don't allow anything to slow down. Missouri's defense can get caught up. You played your game. You played what you wanted them to play early on in the game. It got away from you once you got inconsistent offensively. But this is where plays like this are needing to be made. You bring the back. You're getting it out quick, though. Could it be on target? Yes. I think that Jalen had a bit more time to set his feet. And he can pump fake here, and he can roll out and get plenty of yards. He has the room to do it. Getting the football out quick. Offensive line-wise, man, the one thing that concerns me is missed reads and missed assignments. That's what concerns me so much whenever it comes to South Carolina on Saturday. Oh, I did not mention this either. Remember when I said that I would hold myself accountable if South Carolina lost? I'll show you my tweet. I have it here. And I promised you that this would happen. I said if South Carolina lost, if they lost a game, that I would wear another team's shirt. Let me see. Here it is. And I told you guys I would be doing this. I've got my Vanderbilt shirt on right now. This is what you call, because I watched my boy Cole Thompson do this the other day. Attention all THE-VOCFB listeners. Every time that South Carolina loses this year, I got to wear their team's t-shirt on air. So I'm wearing Vanderbilt's t-shirt. This is me holding myself accountable. If y'all want to send some my way, please do. I bought this on my Amazon last year. I actually kind of like the t-shirt, but how we feeling about this one, guys? I told you I'll be holding myself accountable. Let's get back to the film study, because that's what's going to matter. That's what's more important at this moment in time. But figured I'd just share that with you all, because I think that is what matters. Let's get after it. That was your bread and butter to start the game. if you were Missouri or if you were Kansas, which was going tempo, emptying out the backfield. You go, I think you might have went 31 or 13 personnel. Got out the huddle quick. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you went into 13 personnel. You freaking lined it up. Got it out quick. Dude, the middle is everybody open. You got the wheel route on the tight end. Dude, you got boom. But I do want to notice Jalen Daniels has a touchdown right here. He only looks to this tight end right here. If he looks back this way, that's 6. Not that it would matter, but I also just wanted to mention that because you have an opportunity to get your offense off the field quicker in that instance. This is one of the things that concerns me, though, is Mike Shula going to be willing to go into heavy personnel and lining up and doing something like this? That's what I want to see. I want to see more creativity. I'm not expecting all these motions. And then just turning around. Short screens. That's something that they're going to notice. Because when you line up and go into 12 and you have a doubles at the top of the screen or a doubles to the right, and you have a single receiver to the left, that tight end's just going to come up. He's going to get off the line of scrimmage. He's going to go up and crash down on that corner. That receiver is going to take a step, shoot it, maintain the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw the screen there, almost like a tunnel. And then your receiver is going to be singled up at the top, and more of as a decoy. I don't expect you to get cute and get into some stupid personnel and have your offense go to literal dog crap that it ends up hurting you at the end of the day. Boom. They're very aggressive when they get off the line of scrimmage. You need to give LaNorris enough time. 7's going to be after you. 40's going to be after you. 8 is going to be after you. This is an aggressive Missouri front 7. Really good run D. Underrated pass pro as well. Underrated in the pass as well. But they're slipping in and out. They're playing middle's open. Safety gets there late. Good throw. Good pass. Touchdown. Let's go to the next drive. I think it was 14. This is when they went up 21-6. This is the last drive I want to talk about on offense, and then we'll kind of discuss what we got coming up in a little bit. I don't expect doubles tight at all. I don't. Design draw. Like the play call. Let me go get a drink, guys. I'll be right back. what Kansas did is that they forced Missouri to spread it out. They emptied out the pocket. The defense got wide, and it only put 6 or 7 in the box. Not really knowing what to expect, which I like in a way. I really don't have a problem with it, to be honest. So what I'm intrigued about is if you can just come up and freaking bust them in the mouth early like you did last week. And to be honest with you, I think your offensive line is slightly worse than Kansas. Chip off. I mean, you get just enough protection. I mean, this offense is so stupidly simple. I want to say this is kind of an orbit motion, but you find the mismatch at the bottom of the screen on the go route. Guys, if you are South Carolina, heed my words. If you have one-on-one at the bottom of the freaking screen, and it's either number 8 or you got number 3 at the bottom, if he plays, throw him the freaking football. How many one-on-one matchups has South Carolina been gifted with Nick Harbor on the outside, and you haven't thrown his way? You know, I think this is the game where you do it. And that's my opinion. You could disagree. Guys, secondary-wise is average. But one thing about Missouri is that they could come up and tackle. They could come down into run support and shut your offense down. That's where big plays like this needs to come in. When you see Missouri with this spy in the middle, 5, they're going to put a spy in the middle because they know LaNorris is going to play. If it was Doty, they'd be putting 7 in the box and they'd be getting after that offensive line. But they got to put that extra man in the box so that you don't lose contain. Now, this is good pocket collapse, but it's a better throw. I want to see more throws like that come from LaNorris this weekend. Up the gut, good tackling. You got to get more of a chip. You can't have stupid play calls like this in the red zone. Now, this is good fight, but when you have a guy like Roswell Faison in the backfield, you can't run gut plays. You're not going to win the line of scrimmage like this. You're definitely not. You are definitely not going to do things like that. You're not. You're not going to go up and line up quarterback sneak and freaking try to push it in. That ain't going to happen. I understand you got a 230-pound quarterback in the backfield, but your offensive lineman can't do it against that front four. They barely got it across. You think that they're going to have any success when they get to the goal line and that's going to be the case? I don't think so. This is when things... Oh, shoot. Where did it go? There we go. This is when things started down for Kansas. And I think this is later on in the second half. You run misdirection. You fake the jet. You have a blitz. You get freaking tripped up and when you pull because the center gets knocked on his ass. Right here. Let me get the end zone camera and I'm going to show you guys because you cannot have this on tomorrow. We have a phone. By God, we have a phone call. I'll be darned. You're on the phone with Lucas Hill. This is the South Carolina Live call-in show. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to tonight? This is the South Carolina Live post-game show. Okay, well, I guess you're not the call. You called me, so, I mean, hey. Open phone lines, 225, or man, not 225, but 843-350-2534. 843-350-2534. Let's get back to the film study. That was a very random phone call. That's whenever they ruled this a safety. This is when things got bad. So let me take you to the wide cam. Watch 7. Watch him bully 64 into the backfield and disrupt this center pull. Never mind, that's 75 that got his butt whooped. Oh, we have another phone call. God willing. Should we answer? You're on the phone. Heard that. Anyways, let's get back to it. But you get your center falls. He trips. We miss a block. We get sacked. Safety. Quick screen. Doesn't go anywhere. We have another phone call. You're on the phone with Lucas Hill. This is the South Carolina Live post-game call. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
We met a while ago at a...
What? Okay. Anyways. Apparently we met a while ago. Oh, God. That's funny. Chop down. The phone calls you get, bruh. Give it. I mean, this is what you have to do. Watch this defensive end, number 10. He's going to reach you, and he's going to chop back inside of you. Now, what he really needs to do is he needs to push, pull, and get outside because this is a tackle for loss. Now, he's lucky that this corner comes up and makes the play. And if he doesn't do that, then you screw yourself, guys. But, all right, that's enough of the film study. Guys, you essentially have an idea of what you expect from from Missouri this weekend. Offensively, you're going to have to control the line of scrimmage. You cannot allow for them to stunt and get inside of you and basically kind of bait you and basically control the game from up there. You can't have that. So you better control the line of scrimmage from start to finish. And if you don't, you're going to be in a bind. Which is why I've been emphasizing and all over the fact that you need to control the line of scrimmage from start to finish. Guys, you have to start strong. You have to start fast. You got to start quick. Guys, you don't have a choice. Got to get off to a hot start, and if you don't, you're going to end up putting yourself in a very big bind at the end of the day. Don't get behind the line of scrimmage early on. You are going to cost yourself a game if you do that. This weekend's a pretty much, you lose this game, you're going to have to win out to go play for a college football playoff. Because the road to there does not get easy. You already have, you're needing Vanderbilt to probably go 8-4, 9-3 for your resume to be good. But guys, think about who you have. You have Oklahoma. After the bye week against Kentucky next week, you're at LSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, at Ole Miss, at Texas A&M, and then Clemson at home. If you start the season 3-2 in September, you're pretty much behind the 8 ball trying to make a college football playoff. Remember what you guys said at the preseason, that you were wanting to go 10-2 and that all you guys believed was 10-2. Guys, I told you, keep your expectations low. I still didn't believe in the offensive line. I didn't believe in what your linebacking core could do. Now, I will say J.R. Johnson, been your difference maker. Justin Orkinawa has made plays. but you got to get more. You got to find more dudes. Offensive line has to produce at a higher level. And with that, you're going to have to put your guys in a good position. When you do, you will find ways to make plays. You will find ways to create big plays. You will find ways to spread the football. You're going to end up doing yourself a favor at the end of it all. You're not going to get stuck behind the 8 ball, but you're going to find yourself in a much better position now going into the month of October than you would be if you are to start 3-2 at the end of November or at the end of September. Guys, you have a lot to work on. We have emphasized what you need to work on. We have emphasized what is important from here on out. That's what you need to do. It's very important, guys. Very, very important that you do this. Now, let me go. Now, by the way, let's go over some of our parlays real fast because I think those are also pretty interesting because we wanted to go over some of our player props from our good friends at Underdog Fantasy. By the way, going over underdogfantasy.com, use that promo code Luke. Use that promo code. Where's that? Use that promo code VOCFBSC. You put that first $5 or more lineup, we will give you a $50 in free bets. $50 in free bets. Come on, it's that easy. So we're excited, man. I mean, we got a lot to look forward to, and we got a lot that we're going to see with what college football is going to pretty much roll with at the end of the day. Let's see what South Carolina looks up. Mazio Bennett officially has been upgraded to probable. Michael Smith has been officially ruled out, by the way, which sucks. I mean, that kind of trims down the depth at the tight end position a little bit, but we'll see, man. I mean, I'm hoping that you can find your answer at tight end, which I'm not going to sit here and say it's been a liability at times, but you would like for it to be more favorable to where you will be for the future, man. I don't know. Guys, you still have a lot to work on. You know it. I know it. We both know it. Guys, y'all have a great rest of the night. Thank you guys for tuning in to South Carolina Live at the Voice of College Football. We'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I do apologize if I am late again for the post-game show. I will have been covering South or LSU and Southeastern Louisiana. So I'll be doing a lot of that tomorrow. But guys, hold me accountable. I will hold you guys accountable. I will do my very best to do a post-game show whenever it may be. I got you guys because this is for you. Y'all have a great rest of the night. We'll see y'all after the game, man. It's going to be a tight one. I'm hoping that your South Carolina Gamecocks can pull out a win. Y'all have a great rest of the night.